So right here, you should be able to see the creating a character. And over here, this is where I'll be rolling my dice. I don't know, typically we might roll about 4d6 sometimes, but we're going to stick with the hardcore rules and just use 3d6 like it says right here in the book, right? 3d6 for each of your character ability scores. So we'll start off with strength. What are we going to get for strength for this character? Oh, not bad. See, you can see I'm being true here with my dice. I just rolled 3 5s. Pretty good roll, actually. All right, so go over here, and I'm just going to punch in 1, 5, 15. Next one's going to be the intelligence. All right, over here, 3d6. Rolling again. Here we go. Lucky dice. Let's do good. Come on. We got a 4, a 2, and a 2. Not so great. So that's an 8. Not too bad, though. All right. So not the biggest brains in the world, though, right? 8. Over here, wisdom. Does your character have the wisdom to stay out of trouble? Well, probably not. We'll find out right here. 4, a 1, and a 5. So you guys see that? I see them all. There we go. 4, 1, and 5. So that makes it 10. Put that baby in right there. I've seen that okay. And then we're going to go for dexterity here. All right. And we got a 4, 6, a 3. So that makes 13. Not too shabby. 13. Dexterity. All right. So strength has to do with some damage you're going to do, in case you're curious how that works. And intelligence. That's basically your ability to learn languages and how intelligent your character is, and also helps with spells. All right. And right here, it says over here, literacy. And then wisdom, right here, straight up save versus magic. And dexterity helps with shooting missile weapons like bow and arrows, and it also helps with your armor class, right? Lowers it, so lower the armor class the better. Thaco. But yeah, so even though your dexterity is higher, the better, right? We'll get to that. Constitution. I digressed. Let's get to seeing what the Constitution is. The Constitution, that's going to give you some bonuses to your hit points. I'm assuming it might help you with some poison saves, right? Maybe not getting tired while you're running. Ooh, look at that roll. Too bad I didn't get another 6, but I got a 6, 6, and a 2. So that's a 14. Not bad. This person could be a paladin or anything, but actually paladins, that's in the advanced set. So we won't be making paladins today. We're going to be making basically a character that will have a class, and the classes are actually races too in the classic set. So they're in advanced too, but there's optional rules to go and beyond that. We'll talk about that later too. So we got a 4, a 6, and a 5. So that's 11, 15. Another ooh, pretty likable person. Yeah, now a generous GM would probably go, hey, you can flip around a stat here too. We're not going to do that though. We're going to see what our options are. Let the die lay as they were rolled, right? What should we call this character? We'll get back to that maybe later, because naming a character is always the hardest part. All right, so I rolled the stats. Let's see here. It says here, roll that. And if you roll a character with very poor ability scores, for example, an 8 or less in every score, we didn't do that. How about choose a class? Select one of the classes available, bearing in mind the minimum ability score requirement of some classes. The chosen class determines your character's race, unless demi-human class is selected. The character is human. All right. So we'll go to page 18. All right, cleric. So on the bottom says 18. Primary, prime requisite, all right, is wisdom. Maximum level 14. Sir, requirements none. Anyway, the 15 wisdom, I think. What did he have? A 15 wisdom? Let's look back over here. No, just a 10 wisdom. 15 charisma. All right, 15 charisma and 15 strength. This is an oddball. Maybe a pretty likable fighter or something, huh? Let's go see. I wonder if he can make the grade for that. A dwarf. Requirements for a dwarf. There was no requirements for a cleric, but requirements for the dwarf is a minimum constitution of 9. I think we have that. So he could be a dwarf if I want. Constitution of 14. All right, well, let's go on. Let's see. Not feeling a dwarf. Dwarfs are cool though. Don't get me wrong. All right, minimum intelligence. I really kind of lean towards a fighter, I'm thinking, but we'll see. Charismatic, very likable fighter. Or is that too typical for a strong character? Well, go where your strengths are. Minimum intelligence 9. All right, so cannot be an elf, not intelligent enough, but strangely enough, prime requisites are intelligence and strength. All right. I think in the advanced they give you some bonuses to your attribute, your ability scores. Excuse me. So not intelligent enough. Got an 8. That's going to hurt something. Look at the fighter. You notice the hit die kind of stands out, right? 1d8. Isn't it 1d10 usually? D&D 1? Well, from what I've noticed, not even barbarians, I'm jumping the ship to the next book, but not even barbarians have beyond a 1d8 in hit dice, so they're pretty keeping it low. Look at the prime requisite. It's strength, yeah. Requirements, there's none. I guess anybody can be a fighter. Anybody can be a fighter? Well, that's what they're saying in this. So, well, we'll stick with how it says it. Any, including shields, weapons, all right, languages, alignments. Okay, so I'm leaning towards fighter, but not quite sure yet. See what's next. Halfling. Minimum constitution 9. Minimum dex 9. Do I have a dex of 9? Yes, 13 or higher. Yep. Okay, so could be a halfling if I wanted to be. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Magic user. Can this guy qualify, Mr. Strong and Charismatic? Can he qualify to be a magic user? Apparently there's no requirement for it. So anybody can be a magic user, even if the intelligence is really low. Interesting. But the prime requisite still is intelligence. What is this intelligence? It's innate, that's right. So, yeah, probably not a good career choice. He probably, doesn't like school too much. Probably wouldn't like being in the cult. School like this guy right here. So what about thief? Mm, it's not where he shines, but he's not too bad at Dex. Dex again of 13. So no, not a thief. So I think there's advancement. We're just gonna keep it simple. We're not gonna multi-class or anything like that. We're just gonna go for a fighter. Why not? And to be honest, I don't think I've ever played just a fighter class in D&D before. Closest I think I ever played was a paladin, maybe a thief, a rogue. As I like to call them now. All right, so fighter it is then. Fighters can use all types of weapons and armor. All right. Any time a fighter wishes, they can build a castle or stronghold to control the surrounding lands. Got to have a sufficient amount of money. After reaching ninth level, a fighter may be granted a title such as Baron or Baroness. The land under the fighter's control is then known as a barony. So we go over here. All right. Hit die. 1d8. Thaco. 19. To hit armor class 0. Saving throws. All right. That's page 25, but I want to make sure I'm not jumping the gun, so I'm going to go back and see what steps we're at now. I chose my class. Adjust ability scores is next. So raise your character's prime requisites by lowering other non-prime requisites ability scores for every 2 points by which an ability score. So you could do a trade-off if you really wanted to do something else. So I can maybe give up 2 points of charisma to get 1 point of intelligence. I really wanted to be a wizard. I mean, a cleric. Yeah, a wizard. I say cleric. I don't know. All right, moving over here to page 25. I believe that's where fighters' savings were. Fighter. Yep. Okay. And so D. All right. His death poison saving is 12. Magic is 13. Paralysis 14. Breath. What's breath? See where it says B for breath? Let's see, 15. Spells, magic rods, magic staffs. 16. So these are how high he has to roll to make these saves. Wisdom modifier to save versus magic. It's nice how it just says right on the character sheet too, right? Roll over or equal on 1d20. It's right there. The rules are right there, simple on the character sheet. And then over here for ability checks, you roll under or equal on a 1d20. Wisdom. Not sure where the wisdom save modifiers are at. I'll have to figure that out. But, let's go back over to what the next step is. So, no ability score modifiers. Just did that. No attack values. Level progression. Sure. So we gotta do the attack value. I believe it was 19 for 19 Thaco, right? Thaco. Hit armor class 0 is a 19 at level 1. So I'll go put that in here. Put 1, 9. Probably, first of all, I should probably write fighter up here. So, alright, okay. Level 1 character. Over here. Attack value matrix. Let's put the movement, exploration, armor class, hit price, max. There we go. And then let's go to 18. Then go to 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. And down for each for my attack matrix and the armor class. To hit a armor class of 7 will be 12. Armor class of 8 will be an 11. The armor class of 9 will be just a 10. This is a level 1 fighter. Go back over here. I think I'm skipping some things, right? Oh, what did I see something? Strength modifiers. So we needed to do the modifiers, right? Well, most important over here, wisdom, right? Wisdom of 15, so that gives them a +1 save. Over here, wisdom modifiers. He has a 15. Man, you have a 16. You get a +2. So I'll put a +1 over there. I don't know if I'm supposed to put in a plus in this thing or not. Oh, it doesn't matter, I guess. Probably should write a plus. Let's see how that works in this thing. Oh, is it not working? It's not catching the plus. There we go. Catch it now. Is there any bonuses with a 14 constitution? Well, we know the strength. There it is, a plus. Let's start with strength. Strength is a 15, gives a +1 to melee. So let's look around. Is there a +1 to melee anywhere? Where does melee go? There's max, combat, strength modifier. So I put a +1. Next, intelligence modifier. We know we don't have any modifiers for intelligence. This character, he's got an 8. So look, he's not in the negative zone. Wisdom, 10. There's not going to be any modifier for that. Look for intelligence. For wisdom, I mean, if he had -1 for magic saves. Got lucky there. Dexterity, 13. Let's see how generous they are. At 13, you get a +1 AC. I think that starts off a little bit earlier than the old D&D, AD&D rules. That's cool. A missile +1, an initiative +1. So let's go over here. Dexterity, unarmed AC. So put a +1. Nope. Plus, which is a +1. So let's put that there. That's him without armor. It's a 10. Dex modifier to missile attacks. We know that's a +1. We just found that out. So, missile. Where was initiative? Did you see initiative? Let's see here. If only I could hear you guys. We'll go live one day. There we go. Initiative. Dex modifier to initiative. That's optional, apparently. That's what it says in the character sheet, but it sounds like a cool roadmap. All right. I think that's that for Dex. Dexterity. So we'll go over to Constitution. 14. There's got to be a modifier for that, right? It's not too bad. +14 +1. NPC reactions. Okay. Retainers. That's charisma. That makes more sense. Like, what the heck? Okay. Constitution. 13 +1 to hit points. There we go. All right. Sometimes let's see. Put that right there. +1. I need that. Might roll really low for hit points, and then we'll be crying to our mama. Makes me hit points. Maximum hit points. I guess maximum hit points would be 9, but it's not what we're rolling up for the character here. You're keeping track over here. Interesting. Okay. All right, so the next one, we just did Constitution. Next would be ability score of Charisma 15. Thank you very much. Yes, this guy is a very likable person. So now this +1 makes sense. Reaction, NPC reaction. So give that +1 over here. NPC reaction. Where would that be? Anybody see that over here? Charisma fire modifier. Encounters +1. All right, so put +1. Charisma modifier reactors. Okay. All right. What's going on here? Prime requisite modifiers. Oh, so yeah, that's right. That gives you some modifiers. So if you have a high prime requisite, then you get some bonuses to your experience points. It goes up like 5, 10%, or if you got some crappy scores, it can go down 10, 20%. Not so generous when it goes in the lower scores. Okay, let's go see we're on track here. So most of this character sheet, page 1, is filled out. There's this equipment, weapons, armor, abilities, skills, and weapons. Let's go back up here to no attack values, ascending. All right, notes, saving throws, class abilities. Guess I kind of skipped on that one. We already did that. So we'll go to, we already did 6. So we'll go to step 7. So see how actually clear this is, though? You actually got the step-by-step process here for your character. So you won't get lost. It's only in 2 pages for character creation, and then 2 pages for your class or race, which is basically the same thing. So roll hit points. Well, I already know it's a 1d8, but I can go double check, right? Let's show you guys. So I'm not fibbing. So 1d8. So I'll go back. All right, I don't have a excited there. Right, my hand's gonna have to grab one. All right, here we go. What we get? Oh, this poor soul. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but he rolled a 3. Rolled a 3. So 3 plus 1. This was probably not even a generous GM. I think with 1s and 2s, they let you roll over again as an option rule. That's something I read earlier today. So, well, hit points 4. Well, he's not a mook. All right. If I rolled a 1 and I had a tough GM, he'd have 2 hit points, and that'd be pretty much for sure one hit wonder. 4, he might be a one hit wonder. He might be able to get lucky, and he could take up to 4 hits, maybe. Probably not. We know how the dice roll, especially when the dungeon master in this game, the referee rolls. Right? They always roll pretty good. You gotta look out for them. I'm just kidding. They're not the enemy. All right. So now I must choose an alignment. Page 14. I'm going to show you something. It's a little different. They kind of got rid of good and evil. And they just went straight to law, neutrality, and chaos. Not that evil doesn't exist. It says down here, for they tend to act in evil ways. So evil's still around. And then over here they say good. We'll choose the good of a large group over the good of an individual order, right? I'm not sure how much a fan I am about getting rid of good and evil. I kind of liked that fantasy perspective of the alignments. The idea of good and evil, I know it might not be so acceptable so much today, but it is a very fantastic kind of thought. I think it fits with it. All right, so this guy, and then it just seems like it pushes everybody to be neutrality, right? To be a neutral character. Always frustrated me with the player characters being neutral. It's like, okay, you just don't want to make a decision, do you? But maybe they just didn't like the alignments, huh? So now I'm tempted to be neutral. It's like, oh, this guy's a fighter. I mean, he's not good, bad, or he's not orderly. You know what? No, I'm going to go for order. Why not? Might not be hip to be a good guy, but I am wearing a Captain America hat, for goodness sake. So I'll go for law. Even though Cap. Law, right? Movies, Civil War. And that's wrong area. Law. So later, his armor class. Well, let's not jump the gun yet. So we got to alignment. All right, so let's see here. Shows alignment, known languages. Your character's class determines their native languages. This always includes the common tongue and the character's alignment language. Characters with high intelligence may also choose additional languages from the list of languages available in their setting. So, languages, 2 languages, and then we're going to buy equipment. We're almost wrapping this baby up. So page. Languages, alignment in common. All right, just basically what it said. So languages go where? Is there a nice place? Oh, right here in the bottom right. So I'll put, what was it? Law. Full. I think they might be calling it something a little bit different. I'll check it. Lawful and common. The languages again. I mean the alignments. Law. It was just law. Everybody's got to be different, right? Uncommon. So we got languages now. Listen. So we got the exploration. I think that's for thieves right there. Exploration. All right, so back to the steps. Oops, keep skipping. All right, so choose alignment. Note known languages. Buy equipment. So now your character starts play. I guess it looks like everybody gets the same. Now AD&D, you get to roll money based on what class you are. Your character starts play with. I guess everybody starts equal here. Okay, maybe not though. It's random with the dice. 3d6 times 10 gold pieces. All right, come on. Let's what he had. Daddy Warbucks is a daddy. Let's find out. So we got a 3, 5, and a 2. So that makes 10 gold. 10 times 10 is 100 gold pieces. You may spend as much of this money as you wish to equip your character for adventure. Consulting the equipment list. So I'm going to move over here. And money, money, money. I think that's down here somewhere. Unless I'm not seeing it here. $100 gold pieces. Boop, boop. 100. All right. Let's. All right. So we just got to go buy our equipment, and then we got to note our armor class. We know our level's 1. So for step 12, I already wrote that in, and I have not wrote my character name yet. So what I just need to do now is buy equipment. I can go on for days for that probably, but while you're here, let's get the most essential thing. I should probably look for armor so I can finish doing that, and maybe a weapon. And then I will stop there because I could be shopping in the catalog of goodies for a while. All right, so let's find out where is equipment at what page. So I go to the table of contents. No, it does not have an index, but again, like I said, it's pretty clean here. We can find stuff pretty fast. If you notice so far, adventuring gear, weapons and armor. Weapons and armor is where we're going right now. So we got it. All right, I guess I don't think you guys want to see the little knickknacks he gets on the way, right? So maybe this will punch this in. 39. 39 actually. Just like I sent it to. Okay. Armor. First things first. He's a fighter. He can wear whatever armor he wants. I don't think I put in some of his abilities too. I'm skipping the gun on that, huh? Just apologize about that. But let's put the armor. What can he afford the best armor in town? Well, that will cost him 60 gold to get some plate mail. Should we do that? Why not, right? All right, so he is the protector of all the fragile little magic users out there. And you halflings too. He's always looking out for the little guy. So that's going to cost 60. That's going to lower his AC to 3, but actually 2 because he has this dexterity bonus. Over here you see the 16. That's for ascending for those that like to do more of the 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition D&D. Plate now, right? Plate. Yeah. All right. Well, that weight doesn't really weigh that much. Okay, plate mail. Wait, 500 coins. How much is 500 coins? I really don't know how much that is in pounds. look that up later. But I remember that was a Gygaxian thing that was in the old AD&D. Everything was not in pounds, but in coins. All right. So we've got plate mail, and I need a minus 60. That's pricey. Hope I can afford a sword. I'm just going to punch somebody for a sword and hope they don't punch me back. Plus, this guy doesn't want to get hurt, right? He doesn't have a lot of hit points. I'm not such the tank that I should be. And I liked, even when I was playing traditionally, level 1 hit points for the max die number, right? So if you had a 1d10, it would be 10 plus your modifier. I never played in such a hardcore where it was like as the die really lay there, right? How it rolls. Oh, you got 1 hit point. It would be interesting though to play a mook. It's like, man, I'm the mook. I'm the red shirt. What am I gonna do now? Okay. So, minus 60. So that's gonna be 40. Here. Priorities. He needs a weapon. What type of weapon does he use? Well, I didn't put in the skills for what he chose, so but I'm thinking I'm a sword guy, maybe a 2-handed sword. So let's go over to the class and put those skills down before I buy that, huh? No, I'll just buy the sword really quick. I know what I'm going to do. Maybe I don't. Sword. 1d6. 2-handed sword, 1d10. That's just crazy. He can overkill himself a few times. So, yeah, 2-handed sword. He's just going to be crazy like that. All right. So, that was a 10. Right? So, that's down to 30 gold pieces. And weapon, 2-handed sword. One d10 damage. Really quick now. I bought those 2 things. I'm not going to go get the rations and stuff right now. But of course, that would be my next step to make sure I have at least a week's worth of rations. Combat. Fighters can use all types of weapons and armor, so I don't have to put that in. I guess that's for advanced. In advanced, I think they start with 4, right? And then you could drop 1 of them. You use up 2 slots of that 4 to give yourself like a specialty in a weapon and give yourself +1. But I'm jumping the gun with that going into the next book. Stronghold. Well, that's it. Weapons, any. Simple as that. Armor, any, including shields. Languages. Alignment, we got that. I didn't skip anything. Lucky. All right. I don't have any treasure. Don't have anything else. But I got 30 gold pieces. Maybe I might want some rope. If you're curious, I could show you really quick. Some more equipment, right? What page was that again? Okay. Equipment. Backpack, 5 gold. Boom. Garlic, hammer, lantern. He's a human. He can't see in the dark. Right? Too many people make non-humans. They always see in the dark. It's It's a spooky medieval type world out there. Should be able to be freaked out in the dark. Wine, wolfbane. All right, steak and mallet. So what I would get probably is I'll end up getting a backpack, some rope, and there's the rations. All right, I'll get him some iron rations. What's the difference between iron rations, standard rations? Iron rations are more expensive. But, would you really want to eat crap? I know if you can be frugal to your character, but come on. Let's see, what would you want? Dried and preserved food to be carried on long voyages when securing fresh food may be uncertain. All right. Securing fresh food may be uncertain. All right. Fresh, unpreserved food. Oh, well, I think I would go for standard and iron rations, right? Because you want them to be able to eat some yummy stuff. It's cheaper, but it might not last long, so you might have to eat that first. Torch. Boom. You got to get a torch. All right. Torch or lantern or something. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. One little thing I'd like to add is also I checked over here. If you're looking at combat by hit points and max hit points, so kind of what I thought. A maximum hit points. That's just like it says right here in the book. So it's just 4. Just the layout kind of threw me off, and it was almost like a like a saving throw or something. So I wasn't sure exactly what that meant. So I guess over here is where you keep track of what your current on the left hit points are, and here's your max, which is in his case, Manius is maximum hit points is 4. It's not so great yet, but he will be one day, especially when he reaches level 2, because he will have survived level 1. Again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Till next time.